Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And we are about 155 subscribers away from the 1.3k mark, which is the new goal of our channel. So if you're new, please smash that subscribe button and like the video now. And as promised, we're here. This was one of the most received requests that I got on my channel lately to provide the top list of Malayalam films of 2022. And the reason why it was taking so much time was because I had watched a hell lot of Malayalam films last year, and to screen it was becoming a little difficult. And the first set of screening, it resulted in 30 Malayalam films that I absolutely loved, and I was like 30 is going to be a little too much for the list, so I had to narrow it down further to 18 Malayalam films that were there. And these are particularly the films that I've rated 4 and above, 4.55 on my site Popcorn Reviews with a double S. The first of which, this series is going to be a 3-part series. As said before, it is going to be a 3-part series, and this is just part 1. So there are going to be, there's going to be a part 2 tomorrow and a part 3 day after that is going to come along. And in each of these lists that are there are going to be 6 Malayalam films in every list, with a total of 18 Malayalam films that we have been covering in as a part of the top films of Malayalam 2022. This entire list is 18, the number is 18, and we are dividing it into 3 parts. So 6 in each list. Another rule here, Mukundan Unni Associates will not feature in any of the 3 lists simply because it hasn't made it to the OTT, and that is going to come on Friday the 13th, and that is when I'm going to be watching it. So that will not be featuring in either of the lists. So I hope the rules are clear, because here we get started. Here it is, the top Malayalam films of 2022, part 1 of 3. Here are the set of 6 films that are there. I again have my diary here, a notepad diary, you can call whatever it is, which is going to prompt me in case I'm missing any names. So let's get started. Okay. The first film, and this is a very difficult list that I had. It was a difficult, and this is again not ranked. Okay, these are just the top list. These are not ranked. I have individually rated them also on my site Popcorn Reviews with a double S. The link of which is in the description box below. Go check that out. For the detailed review of every film. This is not ranked again. So here we go. The first film that I absolutely loved, and Malayalam films were coming off a brilliant 2021. You need to remember that as well. And so the first follow-up film of last Jan that was there, and the film that I absolutely loved, was the Malayalam film Bhutakalam. Bhutakalam was one of the unique horror watching experiences, which was more psychological in nature as well. And this film is also special to me because the first video of this channel was of the film Bhutakalam as well. So that's how the channel inaugurated. So it's always going to be special. Bhutakalam was perfectly atmospheric in its nature, and mind-blowing performances by Shane Nigam and Revati. So Bhutakalam at number 1. Number 2 in the list, and this is another film that I absolutely loved, and it took me back to my college days. I have a background of engineering, so I've been to an engineering college as well. And so this particular film is very close to my heart. The film that I'm talking about is the Malayalam film Hridayam, which is streaming on Hotstar at the moment. Bhutakalam, by the way, is on Sony Live. Hridayam is on Hotstar, and it is really close to my heart simply from the storytelling perspective and the nostalgia factor that was there. The small heartbreaks that happen, the studies, the things that you go through, the afterlife after college that is there, only to circle back to your college days. I think that made for a fun watch. And Priyadarshini, Kalyani Priyadarshan, Pranav Mohanlal, and the actress of the year, I would say Darshana Rajendran. All three have delivered a fantastic performance, and the soundtrack was magnificent in this film. So Hridayam at number 2. At number three, it is another Malayalam film that was absolutely brilliant. It was in a way a tribute to The Godfather. The film that I am talking about is the Malayalam film Bhishma Parvam, which starred Mammootty. And Mammootty, at the age of 70, is doing some hell lot of brilliant work. He's had a magnificent year. There's another film of his that is going to be featuring my further list that is there, and he's on the back of a brilliant 2022. He's reinvented himself in a very big way, something that I think Mohanlal needs to also do, considering what Mammootty has done. He's, I think, better than many other actors of his age category. And that background score of Bhishma Parvam, oh my god, that is something that absolutely stuck by me. It's still in my playlist and I still listen to it, in that slow mo that is there. Oh my god, that BGM was absolute fire. And this film boasts of a ensemble that is to die for. Shobin Sahir, Srinath Bhasi, all of them, they did a magnificent job in the film, in what was a very layered storytelling of a gangster, or you can say of a into bracket Godfather, not the movie but the character in itself. So Bhishma Param at number 3. Right, now number 4. Oh, this is one of my favorite Malayalam films of the year, and you're going to be hearing this term many times. Many times you've heard it on the channel. You will be hearing it going forward as well, because all films are good, but this one sticks above the rest. The film that I'm talking about is the political thriller called Pada, which was based on the 1996 event, the true events that were there. Again, Kunchako Boban, absolutely brilliant in this film. Vinayakan, Kani Kasturi, all of them have done a magnificent job. Arjun Radhakrishnan, the one who was, taken hostage. This hostage drama had strong, severe political undertones, and that is something that I really loved about the Malayalam films. They consistently push the envelope and challenge the authorities. I think that is something that I absolutely adore in Malayalam films. And for that, this particular film, Pada, features in my top films of 2022. Perhaps the one of my most favorite Malayalam films of 2022 is Pada, and it is streaming on Amazon Prime. Bhishma Parvam, by the way, is on Hotstar. I keep forgetting. Bhishma Parvam is on Hotstar. Number 5. Now, this is a little interesting entry that I would say. For people who've been closely following my reviews on popcorn reviews from the beginning, or even if you're new, you fairly know that serial killer films are my, absolute staple diet that is there. And that is something that I absolutely enjoy. And so there were two, I had to choose between two Malayalam films. There were two brilliant serial killer films that were there. One was 21 grams that I highly recommended and I highly loved as well. But I decided to go with the other one. So the film that is in my list is the Malayalam film Antakshari, which is streaming on Sony Live. Now Antakshari is one such film that it deliberately doesn't have a structure. It is more like the game Antakshari that we play. There's no head or tail. You just start from anywhere, end at any point. Having said that, the serial killer film that was there was very interesting, and it marked one of the most memorable, I would say, 30 minutes for a Malayalam film. The end 30 minutes that were there, it absolutely gave you goosebumps. And this, for that reason, for taking that risk, I think Vipin Das's first of the two Vipin Das's films, Antakshari, does feature in my list of top Malayalam films of 2022 part 1. So Antakshari is on Amazon, it's on Sony Live, and it also starred Ishita Singh. It was a very interesting role that she had, and Ishita Singh did a magnificent job in this film. And that is something, that performance that was really haunting and mysterious at the same time. So Antakshari, do check that out if you haven't. Right now, last in this list, last in this part 1 of part 3 that is there, the film that is absolutely, again, one of my favorite films is the Malayalam film, the Prithvi Raj and Suraj Venyara Mudu starrer Jana Gana Mana. Now Jana Gana Mana is a special film in many ways. One, because it marked the first Malayalam film that I watched in a theater with English subtitles. I hadn't watched any film earlier in a theater. I watched it on OTT. But Jana Gana Mana, along with Keshav, I had gone, and it was the first time I met Keshav also. The one we'd been doing videos since a very long time, but we met for the first time for the screening of this film, and it was an absolute joy to watch the film. Another reason why it was special is because Jana Gana Mana is the most watched video on my channel with more than 20,000 views on my channel, so that made it even more special. But even more, I think the storytelling style that was there in Jana Gana Mana, it was like leading the audience to a certain way before completely making a U-turn. Again, this film has political undertones, and therefore it absolutely push the envelope in terms of challenging the authority, something that I really like. And so it ticked many boxes for me. And to top that, I need to talk about the trailer, of Jana Gana Mana. That I think it was a 4-minute trailer that was there that absolutely caught my attention. It was absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait for the part 2 to come out. It probably is coming out 2023. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. But for the moment, Jana Gana Mana does feature in my top Malayalam films of 2022. Right then, so this is just part 1 of a 3-part special 3-part series that is being made. There are going to be 12 more films that are going to be featuring 6 each in part 2 and then part 3, 6 each. So total of 18 Malayalam films that I have been covering, and there are a further 12 that I absolutely loved and could not include it, apart from the ones that I found it good to not so good, those were extra. So it's been more than, I think, 50 Malayalam films that I may have watched this year, and to screen them to 18, I think it was a bit of a task. So which films would you feature in the top Malayalam films of 2022? Let me know. Again, Unni Associates, Mukunda and Unni Associates is not going to be in any of the 3 lists. I haven't watched it. That is going to be an exception. That video comes out on Friday itself after watching the film on Hotstar. But do let me know your favorite films. By the way, Jana Gana Mana is on Netflix, just to keep the consistency going. And keep forgetting it, but Jana Gana Mana is on Netflix. So then, if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Please drop in a comment to feature your Malayalam films. This is your list that is there, and I am just just a messenger, so to say, just to convey the top list. But there's been a lovely making videos after videos for you, and that is something that I really enjoy, and thank you for the love and support. And this is the area that I think my audience is catering to, my Digi family is catering to. So I'm expecting a comment from most of you in this video. And there's going to be another video coming out tomorrow for part 2 of the top Malayalam films of 2022, and the 3rd part comes out on Tuesday night. So there's a lot of content to be watched. So if you're new, please subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon, and also follow me on other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd. All links are in the description box below. I do not end up making a video on every movie that I watch, but I have been writing a lot for my site, Popcorn Movie Reviews with a double S. So all that information you're going to find on my social media or on my site. So then, until tomorrow night for part 2 with another set of 6 top Malayalam films of 2022, I bid you a goodbye. Thank you so much and have a great time.